I'm going to turn my volume down a little bit. So we'll start in the chair today, and then you can continue in the chair, of course, but I'm going to take you through some Qigong flows. This particular group of Qigong flows, they're typically called the 8 brocades. They can be done in any order. They're meant to flow like silk. So again, I think you'll enjoy either standing to do these or being seated. But let's start in the chair and we'll do our warm up there, just waking everything up. So finding that upright seat, feeling those sit bones beneath you, and then press the feet into the floor, into the surface below you, and take your hands up above you and either say out loud or think in your mind the 2 words, I am. And then as you're folding forward, take the hands to the thighs, press down to those feet and say the word here. So I am here. Let's reach up again. I am here. 2 more like that. I am here. 1 more. I am here. A little sense of grounding, of maybe reconnecting to the moment here and now. Sitting tall, let's work through the head and the neck. Just a quick, well, not that quick. Slow down and do a little twisting through the cervical spine, just warming everything up. Waking up those nerve endings. Now let's take chin to chest and then look up. So nerve endings are waking up. We're getting blood flow reestablished to the muscles, telling the body, the physical body, that we're going to do a little work. And then ears over shoulders, arms hang. Let's take right ear to right shoulder. And then left ear to left shoulder. Right ear to right shoulder. Left ear to left shoulder. 1 more each way. And now ears are over shoulders again. Let's bring the arms out wide and come into goddess arms, moving through the shoulder blades. Bring forearms forward to touch. And then bring elbows back, feeling those shoulder blades go towards the spine. Do 1 more like that, focusing on movement of shoulder blades. And now we'll add the spinal movement with this. So rounding the back like a cat back. As you reach those forearms forward and then coming into a back bend, spinal extension. I'll do 2 more of these each way. 1 more each way. And then release the arms down to the sides. Let's just start swinging the arms like you're walking, swinging forward and back, forward and back. Add a little more twist. In fact, when your arms come out kind of in the shape of a T, once forward, once back, take a little beat there. You can enjoy the twist through the spine. And 1 more of these in each direction. Arms to the sides and then arms up and over. Let's take a rainbow to the right. Swing the arms up and over, rainbow to the left. 2 more of these each way. Visualize the rainbow. Now remember, energy is flowing within us, but it's also around us. 1 more each way. So we're just swimming in a pool of energy. And if you could see this energy, see the effect you have on the energy with the movement of your arms, what would it look like? Bring the hands together and big exhale. Hands home to heart. We'll do the 8 nests and then we'll stand up. So we're going to start on the elbows, inside of the elbows, but I'm going to have a little affirmation that you can say either out loud or to yourself. If you're on a blood thinner, I want you to use 2 fingers. If not, you can use a cupping action of your hand. Either elbow, you're just going to start tapping. And you can repeat after me out louder in your head. I am healthy. I am happy. And I plan to stay that way. Let's go the other side. I am healthy. I am happy. And I'm going to stay that way. Under an armpit, I am healthy. I am happy. I'm staying that way. Other arm, I am healthy. I am happy. And I will stay that way. Now into the groin, and remember, we call this qua, Q-U-A. You're going to take little finger edges and just tap into the hip crease. I am healthy. I am happy. And I will stay that way. And the last two nests are behind the knees. So same thing. We're going to cup the hands. I'm healthy. I am happy. And I will stay that way. And then sit up tall, hands to the lap. Big breath in through the nose, out through the nose. A little breath awareness and some suggestions as we move into our Qigong practice today. In Qigong, we invite you to take the tip of your tongue and rest it behind the two upper front teeth, and then pressing the rest of the tongue into the upper palate. So it fits there naturally. So in traditional Chinese medicine, we say that that helps to connect the meridians in the body, permitting a freer flow of energy. So the breath will be in through the nose, out through the nose, keeping the lips together and the teeth touching lightly. A couple more big breaths in and out. One more. Feel free to stay in your chair or join me as I stand. Remember, these are called the 8 brocades. If standing and doing any of these movements feel a little less balanced than you'd rather be, you can always keep that chair close by. But I want you to place your feet once again on whatever surface you're standing on today. Maybe you're barefoot, maybe you're not. And just think of a cat, how a cat really pushes their paws down into you, and then snuggle those feet into the earth. I want you to take your tailbone, and I'll turn so you can see it. Tailbone like a flashlight, I'm going to point it down between my heels. So it's a posterior or back tilt of my pelvis. So it feels like you do a little crunch here. Now the back of your head, you're going to push behind you, like you're standing against the wall and you're pushing your head back. Bend the knees a bit. And just hold your arms out here as if you have a beach ball in your hands. Now this is a ready posture called Wuji ready posture. Wuji means unknown. We're going to stand here. Although we're in a relaxed state, there's still intention. We're holding ourselves deliberately in a way to promote the flow of qi, life force energy, prana. That life force energy can become stagnant or even stuck, especially in your joint spaces. So right now we're holding our skeleton in a way that we're trying to lift up out of the joint spaces. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the nose. 2 more breaths, just taking a little inventory. What are you feeling like? And then let the arms come down, and this is called drawing down the sky. It's just like it sounds. You're going to reach up, and if you're indoors, try to remember what that beautiful sky looks like. We're going to gather the sky, draw the sky down, gaze comes forward, and we're pulling that yang energy from the sky into the crown of the head, bathing the body with the yang energy. Do that 2 more times. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, pulling that yang energy down, but with your exhale, you're also releasing stagnation on the breath through the soles of the feet to the earth. Let's grab one more handful. We'll do this drawing down the sky in between each of the brocades. This first one's called Buddha Holds Up the Earth. I want you to lace your fingers together and you're going to gather energy from the earth. So you're scooping that energy up to the middle Dantian, so heart space. Dantian is an energy center. I'm going to flip my palms as I reach up towards the sky. So Buddha holds up the earth, and then release the hands going down to get a bit more energy, that yin energy from the earth. We're going to bring that up towards the heart, tip it into the heart, and then flip the hands reaching up. And exhale down. See if you can take one long inhale. Wait for your exhale, and then one long exhale. We'll do 2 more of these. Reach and stretch. And then sink as you come back down. One more like this. Now let's draw down the sky one time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, look forward. Pull that energy through the crown of the head by the byway point. Then pause. Standing in that Wuji ready position, just noticing if anything's changed. Now the next one's called Connecting Heaven and Earth. Sometimes you'll hear it called Separating Heaven and Earth. I kind of like the connecting better than the separating. So your hands start in the same way, but they don't lace. You're bringing energy up to the heart space, which is called the middle dantian. I'm going to take my right hand and flip the palm, reach down towards the earth. Take my left hand and reach up towards the sky, connecting heaven and earth. And then exhale, bring that top hand down. So feel a sense of sinking. We'll do that and just switch hands. And they can move simultaneously. So one goes up, one goes down, stretch, especially through the side body, and then exhale. That top hand comes down. One long inhale up, flip. One long exhale down. Connecting heaven and earth. Be that connection between heaven and earth. Let's do one more on each side. Last one. Draw down the sky one time. Standing in our Wuji ready shape. 2 breaths here, in through the nose, out through the nose. Now bring your feet a little closer together. So you can bring the feet so they're touching, but this is a little balancy. So you decide, maybe hip distance apart. This one's called the wise old owl. Looks back. So you're the owl. These are your wings. So I want the chin to come down and hold the arms in a way that you could tuck an egg under your armpits. So there's a little intention with the arms. So imagine you're that owl, you're sleeping, something startles you. You swing your wings back and look over your left shoulder. Feel that stretch in the upper chest. And then nothing's there, so you're going to go back to sleep. Roll those arms forward, chin comes down. We'll take the second side. Wings go back, gazing over the other shoulder, right shoulder, and down. Now here comes the balance challenge if you choose to do it. As you wake up and you're looking over your shoulder, maybe you come up onto the balls of the feet. And then exhale, come down. Now just know that this might be really wobbly to begin with, but be persistent. You'll be surprised how quickly your brain and your body figure out how to do this. Let's do 2 more each side. Tying this with the breath. 1 more each side. Last one for me. Draw down the sky 1 time. Pausing and Wuji ready. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the nose. And then open the eyes. You can shake out the legs. I'm going to move the chair so you can see me a little better. So we had our legs hip distance maybe closed, but this is wide. This is called horse riding stance. So you're going to turn the toes out. If you do yoga, this is a goddess pose. So I like the term horse riding stance because it's like you're going to sit on a horse, and that's what I want you to do. You can come down a little, you can come down a lot. I want you to bring your arms out, the forearms face up, a little gentle curl of the fingers towards the palms. This is called shooting the golden bow. I'm going to take my right hand, I'm going to make an L shape with my index finger and thumb. I'm going to reach out to the right. Think bow and arrow. Now take the left hand, we're going to pull on that bowstring. And then as we release, we're going to sweep the arms up and over, legs straighten, and then we come down again into horse riding stance, shoot the bow the other way. Up and over. And you'll find once you get the arms in this, it just is kind of natural to do a little side to side in the hips. Remember to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. One more each side. I want you to keep your horse riding stance. We're not going to draw down the sky here. We're going to pause in between these two. It's just easier. I want you to take your hands to your knees now. This one's called Shaking Your Tail to Extinguish Heart Fire. It's a very unusual title, and I can't tell you exactly what it means. I'm just going to keep my hands on my knees. I'm going to twist my torso, looking over towards my right toe, bend forward and down a bit, and then it's like you're watching a little bug crawl from your right toe over to your left toe. Now push into your hands, come back up with your torso, and then you go back down, looking at your left big toe, and then watching that little bug crawl over to the right big toe. Lift up, come back down. So this takes a lot of strength in the legs. You don't have to squat this deep. Of course, you could be in the chair. Let's do one more on each side. And now you'll step your feet more hip distance apart, and we'll draw down the sky. Finding that Wuji ready stance, tailbone points down, back of the head pushes behind you. Shoulders are heavy, breath in through the nose and out through the nose. And then give your arms a shake, give your legs a shake. This next one's called punching with angry eyes. So we can cleanse and release stagnant energy many ways through the palms of the hands, one way, through the soles of the feet, another way, through the eyes, another way. And that's the angry eyes part because you open your eyes wide with the intention of releasing energy. I want you to bring your arms out here and then spin the palms up. You're going to make those gentle fists and draw them right towards your hips. Now you're going to punch and open your eyes. Now act like you're reaching out for some beautiful colors from the sunset. You're going to draw that hand back. That was your inhale. Exhale, punch. So you're releasing through the hands and through the eyes. Inhale, bringing fresh chi, fresh prana. Let go. So we'll release and empty to receive. Punching with angry eyes. How about 2 more on each side? One more each side. Drawing down the sky once. Wuji ready shape. In through the nose, out through the nose, witnessing, observing physical sensations, the breath, the mind, the emotions. Just notice. And then a little shake of the hands, shake of the legs. This next one's called touching the earth and reaching for the heavens. So you take your hands to your kidney region, your low back, and in traditional Chinese medicine, they say that this part of you, the kidney region, and there's a point there just opposite of the navel, I think called the Ming Meng point, and that's the door of life. So I'm going to smooth my hands down the backs of my legs, hinging at the hips. And then gathering, so it's touching the earth. You're going to touch the earth, gather energy from the earth, and then pull that energy up with your fingertips along the inside of the legs. When your hands reach the tops of your thighs, you're going to reach for the heavens. Gather, like we do when we're drawing down the sky, pull that yang energy in through the crown of the head. Take the hands to the low back and begin again, smoothing down the backs. So we're following meridian lines. Gather from the earth, that yin energy, pull up the inside of the thighs. Hands release and reach towards the heavens. Gathering yang energy, bringing that down through the crown of the head, the byway point. We'll do 2 more. This one can be, well, they can all be fun outside. I have started teaching my park series again where I live. Boy, when we're outside looking at the sky, actually touching the earth, touching the grass, it just adds something to this. I'll do 1 more time. And then right into drawing down the sky. Pausing here in your meditative stance. And a little shake of the hands, the legs. So the 8 brocades, as I said, can be done in any order. I usually do them in the same order so I can remember them, but the very last one is typically the very last one, and you'll understand why. We have, through our movements, through our breath, reestablished flow through the meridians, the qi. Now we want to kind of settle it down. The lower dantian, low belly, is really the place where we store most of our energy. We've released stagnation, qi is flowing, but let's settle some down to the lower dantian. This one's called shaking the qi. My arms are passive. My knees are bent. I'm going to hinge at the hips and just ragdoll forward. Knees bent is important to protect the low back. Kind of hang here. Your arms can feel like elephant trunks. Breathe up and down the spine. Now, keeping your knees bent and the arms heavy, the head heavy, see if you can roll up your spine one vertebrae at a time. Go slow. And once you come to an upright posture, keep going. Let the arms swing back. So you come into a little back bend, heart reaches up, gaze looks up. Then you come back to a neutral position, but come up on the balls of your feet and then drop to your heels. So there's an impact. So that's shaking the chi. That's dropping the chi towards the lower dantian. Let's do that a couple more times. Bending the knees, arms are heavy. It's like the arms and the head pull you forward. Knees bent, really important to roll up slowly. Let the weight of the arms help decompress the spine. And then the arms swing back, bringing you into a little back bend. Heart lifts like there's a cord on your heart and somebody's tugging that cord. Then come back up, come up onto the balls of the feet. And we'll do one more. And if you're in the chair, you can come up onto the balls of the feet and release the heels with a little impact. Roll up slowly. One last time, drop. Let's draw down the sky one more time. Gather that yang energy from the sky, that sunshine. Pull it through the crown of the head. Go slow. You may even feel this. You may even start to feel a little pressure as the hands come downward. You're pressing the stagnation through the pelvic floor, through the soles of the feet, releasing that to the earth, and the earth will compost that. Make it new again. Come back into your Wuji ready shape. Breathing in through the nose. Breathing out through the nose. Now keep this shape, except bring your arms up more like you're hugging a tree, and then flip the hands and make a little triangle with your index finger and your thumbs. So it's right in front of the heart, the level of the heart and the torso. And imagine you're looking at the most beautiful sunset or sunrise. And you're drawing those colors, that energy into the heart. Bathing the heart with those beautiful colors. Now let's reach up one more time. Gather what you need. Grab it between the hands. Bring your hands home to heart. May you have peaceful thoughts, peaceful words, a peaceful heart, and a peaceful world. Namaste. Thank you all.
Thank you.
You're
That was
very welcome.
wonderful.
Good. Have a
Very
good day.
calming.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
See you
Thanks.
next week.
Okay, I'll be here. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.
Bye.